Hello everyone! So in this video, I'm going to show you how to transform the Studio Series 86 Galvatron. So let's start. So first of all, of course, we remove the accessory. We will be using it later in the transformation. Now we straighten everything up. Just make sure everything is straight. There we go. Now the first thing we'll do, or what I'd like to do, is focus on the arms. So we lift up the arm a little bit, close out the hand, and then we'll basically use the double jointed elbows to tab this into that slot right up his shoulders and lock it in place. And then move it to the side a little bit just to give you some clearance. The tracks here, the kibble, just move them a little bit, and it should softly tab here, just like that. So it should look something like this. Then of course do the same thing on the other side. Just close this, bend the forearm so that you can lock the peg into his shoulder. Oh, sorry, my thumb on my right hand is actually injured. So it's kind of hard to press with it. And then move the tracks along up front and then just kind of lock it in place there to hold it in place. Now once that is done, the next step will be to angle this forwards, the skirt piece, angle them forwards just a little bit. Now the next part would be to pull this entire thing outwards. Pull out the shoulders of Galvatron. And it should look like this, just let them hang there for now. Now for the backpack, we rotate this triangular piece and lock it in place right there. We can open everything up. We can open this and then just open this, the backpack, and then we will put Galvatron's head in, but of course I forgot, we need to detach the chest piece first to give us clearance to move Galvatron's head in, and then once that's in, you fold this forward and then just lock this in place, just like so. Now we basically need to rotate this or angle this just a little bit forward like so. Do the same thing with the other one because we're going to move on to the legs. Now we just need to straighten that up. What we need to do first is this panel right here. We open it up and then we will basically lock this in place through that tab and that slot. Just make sure it fits right in and locks into place. Do the same thing on the other side. Move it there and lock it in place. Now the next thing will be to close out the heel spur. Just push it underneath his feet and then rotate the thigh inwards, both thighs, so that we're basically going to combine them through this tab, going to that slot, and this tab to this slot right there. And again, my right thumb is kind of injured, so it's difficult for me to tab things in. Wait, sorry. Make sure everything is angled nicely. For some reason, I can't tab it in. Wait. Why am I not tabbing it in? Oops. Wait, let me tab this off cam. It's kind of difficult. Okay, I figured it wasn't going to tab in properly on this side. So let's continue with the step. Let's just push this down and push this entire thing down. So this will be the back. And there we go. We can tab it finally. Sorry. I was able to tab it after I pushed it down. So this will be the back part of his alt mode. Now what we need to do is basically angle this entire leg piece forwards and just like this. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. So this became untabbed. Now what we'll basically do is angle the legs so that it is angled like this towards his back so that we can basically tab this, because there's these two tabs right here. We'll go to those slots right there on the purple side, and that should lock this in place. So that will lock the back piece with the front piece. And I've moved this part up front, as you can see. Now, for the next steps, we'll basically move this or the shoulders forward so that this will hook into this. So angle this outwards. Make sure, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it should hook right there. And once that is hooked right there, you can now close this because there's a tab right there which will go to a slot right there. That's why we moved the skirt piece earlier. Now you can just angle the legs or the tracks later on. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. We will clip this to here again, to here. Now let's try and do that. Hook it in place and then close this panel right here, and then we'll just adjust the tracks at the bottom. And now we're almost done. You can put Galvatron's alt mode there. Now the accessory, we will detach them. This part goes on top here, although to be completely fair, it's okay if you don't attach this here. This is still his alt mode. And finally, the cannon will go up front. You can put it any way you want. And there we have Galvatron in his alt mode. Now let's transform him back to his robot mode. So first off, we will remove the cannon up front. And of course, this one at the back. And then we can combine them right away, because this will be part of his transformation later on. Now the first thing we'll do is detach this panel. Just push it a little bit forward, not too much. Just detach it from the tab. Do the same thing on the other side. And there we go. Now we will move this entire thing up. It's clipped here, as if you can remember. Just push it a little bit and it should go up. Now I was able to push it hard. So just do the same thing on the other side. Just push it up. There, I was able to push it gently. Now for the legs. First thing, of course, we will push this panel in and push this all the way up. Now we can detach this by basically just holding this top part and then folding the legs downwards. As you can see, it is a tight squeeze. And then while we do that, let's lift this up as well to give clearance to the legs to be able to move down. Now let's finish the legs first. We can detach it here. Need to detach it. Rotate it so that it's facing the front. Now this is the back again. Now we can pull out the heel spur from the underneath the feet. Just pull it out. Do the same with the other one. You pull it out. Now this panel right here, this purple panel, we need to detach it from its tab. What I'd like to do is put my finger here and then just push outwards. And it didn't work. My grip right now is weak for some reason. Oh, my tip didn't work. I'm sorry, guys. But that's how I usually do it. Let me try again. Okay, it's not working. Let's just pull it out. I can't pull it out for some reason. What is happening? How about this one? There we go. So on the other one, this is my injured thumb, but I was able to do it with that. But anyway, we will rotate it and then connect it to this tab right here. How is my camera not focusing? Sorry. There you go. Just tab it in, and then let's do the other one as well. For some reason, it's not. Oh, that tab is tight. What the heck? I can't. Huh. Let's try it one more time. Okay, this one is not pushing in out. I need to do it off cam. Okay, don't know why I couldn't untab it earlier, but now I can easily rotate it and tab it here. Huh, that was weird. But anyway, let's angle the shoulders a little bit downwards. Now this one, we'll basically just fold it upwards so it's angled like this. Now we will connect this tab right here to that slot. Just push it all the way. Now we will open this up completely and then pull this out, open this panel to reveal the head. In order to pull the head out, what I'd like to do is angle the chest plate like this and then try to pull the entire thing. You can actually pull the entire thing right there. And then just close, oops, make sure everything's clear. You can close the chest piece right away. Just gotta lift this up a little bit. There we go. And then for some reason, the skirt piece got removed again. Let's open this up. You can lift this and then lock the chest piece, and then make sure that these panels are underneath like the neck, just like this. And then we can completely close this so that 5mm port will go to that slot at the back. Now let's just angle it properly and then lock it in place. Now that should lock in place. Mine is not locking anymore. Now we will move the shoulders to the side. This will connect to that tab or to that slot right there, and that should be it. And then just angle, oops, my thumb hurts. Angle this properly. Do the same thing on the other side. Just tab it in, angle the shoulder piece properly, and then push the skirt piece to the side. Now untab the tracks and move it to the back for both sides, and then open up the forearms, untab them. Oh my god, my grip is failing me today. Sorry guys. But just untab it right there, and then open up his fists. Do the same thing on the other side. I can't open it with my right thumb. Maybe my left thumb would work. Oh my god. Oops, it detached. Sorry, it's getting kind of messy. I'm going to untab it off cam real quick. So there we go. After a couple of minutes of struggling, probably because my thumb is injured, that's why my grip is really weak today, but I was able to pry it open. And then just open up the hand again. Now, oops, make sure it's locked. Just align everything. Now for the last part, this cone piece, just attach it and then move it up to the top. And then for a final touch, his fusion cannon or particle cannon, just attach it to his forearm or bicep port, and there you go. We have, oops, Galvatron back in his robot mode. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you do. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.